Accounts Direct. Accountants on your side. No more writing up ledgers, no more last-minute rush. Don't buy a simplex D-book, just throw all your paperwork into the box and we'll do the rest. Here's my card. Our objectives. Number 1, keep you out of prison. Number 2, keep you profitable. And number 3, save you tax and VAT. Other objectives: to supply our clients with regular reports and accounts, to enhance our services with regular communications, to provide useful advice and explanations. Objective 1, keeping you out of prison. It is rare that someone will actually be imprisoned, but tax evasion is now an imprisonable offence. How can you get into trouble with the authorities? Well, you have to keep all records, including books of account, invoices, sales vouchers, checkbooks, bank statements, whether for business or for private transactions. These must be kept and presented to the authorities for inspection upon request. If you don't, penalties of up to £5,000 may be imposed and even a prison sentence. Paperwork must be kept for a minimum of 6 years. How else could you get in trouble with the authorities? Because an inspection may occur sometime after a transaction takes place, it is advisable to keep a written explanation of the transaction. We will do this for you. This will add credibility to the accounts, especially if the transaction could be construed as meaning something else. For example, a loan paid into the bank could also be undeclared sales to the Inland Revenue if we cannot prove the loan. Still more ways of getting into trouble with the authorities. Discrepancies may also occur through incorrect ratios, etc. For example, during a recent examination of a client's accounts, a pub, it came to light that the gross profit percentage was 35%. The expected percentage was 45%. Upon investigation, it turned out that the client had been running a happy hour during this period. Turnover was unaffected because patrons drank more, but because the drinks were half price, a lower gross profit percentage was shown. If proper notes to explain this situation had not been kept, the revenue or customs and excise may well have come to the conclusion that not all sales had been declared. This may have resulted in additional taxes and interest becoming payable. Once you know that you comply with legislation and your books balance, you can sleep at night knowing you will not get into trouble with the authorities, and that we can supply you with accurate accounts and management recommendations. Accountants. Sadly, many firms of accountants do not have the time, the resources, the experience, or the inclination to monitor their clients' accounts in order to warn against these pitfalls. After all, the law states that everyone should have a complete knowledge of the law. Advice is not always forthcoming, and when it is, it can be quite expensive. Often accountants are surprisingly unworldly and often have no or little experience of business. Common complaints about accountants. Do you find it easy to get hold of your accountant? Are their fees reasonable? Do you know what they are? Do you understand the advice given? Do you ever have to chase to get your accounts on time? Objective 2. Keeping you profitable. Let's look at profit, profitability, or lack of it. To remain profitable, you need to know 1. If you are profitable. 2. Where the profits are coming from. 3. You need to know if you are not profitable. 4. Why you are not profitable. And 5. What can be done to improve profits. You can only improve profits by selling more often, and selling at a higher price. Other ways of improving profits are only improvements in efficiency. If you are not profitable, we can look at areas of weakness. We can help plan a marketing program. We can help to reduce overheads. If things are really bad, we can help sell up or just get out. We can help restructure the business. Ask about our crisis management department, or at the very least, we can guide you to the people who can help. Ensuring your affairs are kept up to date. Money is easy to waste. By producing our regular reports, we can see which areas we should examine. We don't just advise, we do. We have advisors and experts on a wide range of services, or liaise with the advisors on your behalf. Objective 3. Saving tax and VAT. Nobody likes to pay tax, especially if it's more than you should be paying. What we do to save you tax and VAT. We produce quarterly management accounts. We check the accounts for missing information. We perform management control checks. We perform an analysis of the accounts, highlighting the areas of concern to the Inland Revenue and Customs and Excise. We produce full quarterly bookkeeping reports and explanations, and we send a management consultant to explain, discuss, and make recommendations on areas of potential problems. What else we do to save you tax and VAT? We ensure that all returns and forms are filed on time, therefore no penalties. If you do receive a penalty because of any mistake or tardiness on our part, we will pay the penalty. We ensure that all relevant expenditure is claimed. We will advise you on the best VAT and tax schemes to follow. We will advise you of the best vehicle to run your business. We will advise you of specific trends and legislation that affect your industry. We will advise you of new tax planning trends. Accounts Department. What we do for you: bookkeeping, payroll, VAT returns, tax returns, management accounts with usable reports, tax investigations, VAT investigations, tax planning, VAT planning, crisis management, analysis reports, business plans, budgets, and ledger maintenance. Another little extra: we also operate an insurance scheme, so in the event of an investigation, be it tax, VAT, or pay-as-you-earn, your accountancy fees and any specialist advice are covered. We also have a national helpline, so any queries you have on any aspect of tax and tax law, pay-as-you-earn and employment law, VAT and VAT law can be answered via the telephone or a report sent to you if more detail is required. Main benefits summarised: save money on accountancy and bookkeepers' fees. No hassle with pay-as-you-earn or employment law with bookkeepers. Regular up-to-date information. Save space on filing paperwork. We'll store it free of charge. Recommended solutions to problems. Ensures compliance with legislation. Early recognition of problems. Easy payment terms. Hands-on experienced accountants. Your own dedicated management consultant. And decrease in tax and VAT payments. How we do it: I alert you to your accountancy periods and organise your paperwork every quarter to coincide with your VAT return. Our accountancy department will process the paperwork. Our accountants will provide fully analysed accounts and reports. Our accountants will complete the VAT and tax returns and any other returns and forms necessary. I will liaise between you and the accountants to clarify any areas of difficulty. All you have to do is ensure the paperwork is available when I come to get it. Just throw it all into a box and we will do the rest. Once the accounts are ready, I will contact you to discuss reports, returns, computations, recommendations, planning, and any other queries you may have. You can contact me anytime. Support services. We have the following departments within our offices: sales and marketing, company services, HMRC investigations, and payroll.